Hi, my name is Matt Capell. I am the owner of Capell Flooring and Interiors here in Meridian, Idaho, which is just next to Boise. So we're going to do another edition of What's in the Box. We've got a lot of samples lately because we get all the spring updates this time of year. So this is kind of funny. It tells me do not use a sharp instrument, but I have a sharp instrument today. So I've been warned in case I damage it. That's my problem. But it is actually a lot easier to open it with something like this, so as long as you're careful. So let's see what we got here. Aha! It is not carpet. It's kind of interesting to see how the different companies package and wrap things depending on what mill it is. Alright, so let's do this really quickly. This is heavy, so let's move this out of the way. Alright, so we have some engineered wood. This is called Noble Hall in the color Ren, or would we say rain? We probably say rain. I don't know. I speak French too, so sometimes I get confused because that word is actually queen in French. So this is from Anderson Tuftex. So let's see. That's interesting. So this is oak. It's 7 inches wide by 1/2 inch thick. They have what's called a micro bevel here. So it's just a little bit of beveling. And then this has been wire brushed too. So usually when they wire brush hardwood, it kind of creates this little bit of texture to it. It kind of scrapes out the soft parts of the wood. And the reason that they usually put a bevel with engineered wood or pre-finished wood is because it makes it look more real. If they make it just flat, like they did in the past, the wood would tend to look almost fake. So that's part of the reason why they do that. So if you look at it here, this is a pretty color. Oak takes stain about as well as any product, any wood, and so a lot of engineered products are made out of wood. And then if you're not familiar with what engineered wood is, if you look really closely, so this back part's just to hold the sample together, but basically engineered wood, they put a bunch of layers to it. And then the very top part is kind of like a veneer. And that's the actual white oak part. But when they do this here, and they have it in layers like that, it actually makes it so it's more stable, and that's good. Also, this says that you can use it with radiant heat, which is nice. And you can actually nail this, staple it, glue it, or float it. So it's pretty versatile. And it has an aluminum oxide finish, which is a hard finish, which is nice. Nice thing about samples nowadays is a lot of times they have QR codes in the back that you can use with your camera, and you can learn more information about the product as well. They have a couple of them here. So this is a nice new addition to the Anderson Tuftex wood line. Let's take a look at this one too, because we got them together. Again, I gotta be careful with my sharp instrument here. These are great. These are what we call carpet knives. When I was in high school, I used to go out with the carpet installers back when my parents were still the owners of Capell Flooring, and I remember one summer, the first week, I cut my fingers probably 3 times. I looked like a mummy. So when they say be careful, there is some merit to that. The nice thing about these is they cut really clean, and so I healed quickly. But as a 16-year-old, I did look kind of ridiculous, cutting my fingers to pieces. So I would not recommend trying that at home, is what I'm getting at. All right. Looks like we got another one in this line. I think most carpet installers can tell you the time when they've cut their fingers. So, all right. So this is again in the Noble Hall line. This is called Regal. Again, it looks like it's the same in the sense that it's oak, engineered 7 inches wide, 1/2 inch tall, wire brushed. One thing I didn't point out before is that the color and character variation's high, which is very normal for wood. So like if you look at this picture back here, you can see how there's variation in each board, which all trees are slightly different. But when you stain this, which they have, this is not a natural color, it makes for a little bit more uniformity throughout the color. So yeah, this looks like a nice color. This is a little bit more like a whitewash. But yeah, if you feel it, there's a little bit of texture to it from the wire brushing. Again, like I mentioned, the beveling is really good because it makes it actually look like wood. But yeah, these are nice additions. We love doing engineered wood, and if you'd like to come see these, we have new showroom hours now, so I might actually put that below in this link. But we would love to see you and help you with any flooring project that you're working on. So thanks for watching this edition of What's in the Box, and stay tuned because we will be opening more samples very soon.